Hey guys, my name is Cam and I'm here with Yuya, and we're going to talk about some figureheads in American and Japanese cultures throughout history. Up first, we have Sori Yanagi, who lived in Tokyo between the years of 1915 and 2011. He's known as the greatest contributor to the establishment and development of industrial design in post-World War II Japan. His unique designs are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also of great practical value. His most well-known design is the butterfly stool, which can be seen in museums across the world, including in New York, Paris, and London. Some of his most famous designs include the aforementioned butterfly stool, cellophane tape cutter, pottery teapot, cutleries, drinking fountains in subways, bench and back supporters, rubbish bins and ashtrays, a couple bridges, signboards, and the Olympic torch holder. After that, we also have Senurikyu, who lived between the years 1522 and 1591 in Sakai and Kyoto. As Sado is a Japanese tea ceremony that inculcates in one spirit of hospitality. The tea ceremony creates a relaxed, tranquil, and harmonious atmosphere through which the host and the guests are united. It epitomizes the Japanese concept of wabi-sabi, which is almost likened to subtle beauty in English. He's known as the most influential tea master for his establishment of Sankei Sado. Virtually all schools of Sado have varying extents of influence from Senrikyu, and he established meticulous procedures, the use of utensils, tea house architecture, and even the tea garden. He designed Reiki-ware, which is a handcrafted, handleless teacup, focused on feel, shape, weight, and texture on the lips when he was designing it. He performed tea ceremonies on behalf of the military leader Nobunaga Oda and his successor Hideyoshi Toyotomi. And up next, Yuya is going to discuss George Washington.
Yep, thank you, Cam, for your presentation on the two Japanese historical figures. So now I'm going to present George Washington, who is, I think, pretty well known because he's the very first president of the United States after their independence. So as for his cultural contributions, firstly, he appears on the America's $1 bill. And he is definitely considered as one of the early founding fathers of America. And he was the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. And as for the impacts that he has had on his country as well as on other countries, it could be argued, or one could argue that America's fight and struggle for independence has instigated revolution in other countries such as France, Haiti, and Ireland shortly or during after the American Revolution. And being such a figurehead for American patriotism and patriotism being an essential aspect of American culture, one could say that had he not existed in history, it would entirely fundamentally change or challenge what it means to be an American today. Yeah, thank you. Please go to the next slide. Yep. All right. So next, I'm going to present about these two figures currently existing and active in the Hollywood movie industries, Tom Holland and Zendaya. So I'm going to start with Tom's contribution. So I think he's chiefly known for starring in the Spider-Man. So he has begun his career with Marvel in 2016. His debut was Captain America's Civil War, and then after that he has earned his first starring role in a blockbuster movie, which was Spider-Man: Homecoming. Since his debut, he has starred in 6 Marvel films as well as a Netflix original, which is called The Devil All the Time. And as for Zendaya's contribution, she has captured the hearts of American youth, I guess we could say maybe Gen Z, Shake It Up and Casey Undercover, And currently she has a contract with HBO. She stars, produces, and writes for the HBO original Euphoria, which has earned an Emmy Award in 2020. She has also starred in recent blockbusters such as The Dune, the most recent Spider-Man trilogy, and then The Greatest Showman. And then now I'm going to talk about the modern cultural significance of these two figures. So Tom has become a member of Forbes 30 Under 30 Europe list in 2019 for his role in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Zendaya made an appearance on the cover of Vogue in October 2021, and currently represents Lancome, Bulgari, and Valentino. The first two are the beauty cosmetic products manufacturer, and then Valentino is a fashion company. Yes, thank you. Please go to the next slide. Yep. All right. So now we're going to present our similarities and our differences in lifestyle. So we both enjoy herbal teas in the evening. It is relaxing, and we both avoid highly processed foods like KFC or McDonald's. We are both big fans of stand-up comedy like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle. Both of us prefer relatively small groups when it comes to socializing. As for our differences, in terms of sports, Cam plays hockey, lacrosse, soccer, cross country, and tennis, but I play badminton and swimming, so essentially there's no overlaps. I don't eat meat. I am vegetarian, but Cam enjoys eating meat. And I am a Buddhist, but Cam is agnostic. And I am multilinguistic, whereas Cam only speaks one language. Yep, thank you.
And then up next, we have our fictional character, Seishin. He's a man who is capable of ethically solving the world's problems. He can provide food for the needy, housing for the homeless, peace to the war-torn, and peace to the worried. This truly superhero dons matcha green and sea blue to symbolize the earth we all share. On his chest, Seishin wears the universal symbol for peace, a circle with a line down the middle of it, along with two small lines that flank the central one at 60-degree angles. It's pretty ubiquitous, in my opinion. Such a magnificent man's origins are deserving of being equally as magnificent. As such, our hero began his life on a faraway planet. While flying through space, he was unexpectedly hit by a meteor, knocking him unconscious. After traveling for a few thousand miles, the meteor eventually entered Earth's orbit, burning up in the process. Alone, Seishin hurtled towards Mongolia, where he was found by local farmers. And then from there, Seishin has continued to bring the Earth unsolicited and unexpected peace. But regardless, we are thankful for him.